Test. Test. There we go. At this time, if everyone would take their seats, we will begin our commencement ceremony in about 2 minutes.
So I came from a small district over around Xenia prior to coming here. And our graduation was always at Cedarville and their ministry center. So I did chapel at Cedarville University. And
That's a big. That's sit in the middle of a big empty is what that is.
so we like put curtains like halfway back. Still, man. We stand up for them to.
Good morning and welcome to the 153rd commencement ceremony of Lebanon High School. This event is the culmination of years of hard work and perseverance on the part of our students, their families, and the faculty and staff of our school. Since this morning is special, we ask that all attending here display dignity and respect and refrain from behavior that would detract from the significance of the event. Thank you. Now, join me in welcoming the graduating class of 2023 and the faculty and staff of Lebanon High School. At this time, if you are not already standing, please stand as the Lebanon High School Air Force Junior ROTC presents the colors and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, remove your mortarboards. Would everyone please be seated? Creating a ceremony like this takes many hours of coordination and work. But most importantly, it takes a special team of people. Special thanks this morning to our Lebanon High School Guidance Department, our attendance office, main office staff. We also thank our band and choir programs, the LHS Friends of Academics, our team teachers, our student council ushers and their advisor, and the Junior ROTC staff and students. Finally, extra special thanks to the Lebanon City Schools custodial and maintenance staff, and to Scott DeBolt and the entire staff here at the University of Dayton Arena. We sincerely thank each of you for making this morning possible. At this time, to provide us with introductions, to share some thoughts about their class, and welcome our special guest, I would like to introduce our student body president, Charlie Harker, and the president of the class of 2023, Jackson Newman. Charlie is the daughter of Kevin and Polly Harker, and will be attending the University of Cincinnati next fall and plans to major in medical sciences with a focus on pre-med. Jackson is the son of David and Ashley Newman. Jackson will be attending YWAM School of Missions next fall and plans to major in international business. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Harker and Jackson Newman.
Good morning. First, we would like to introduce those guests on stage with us, beginning with the members of the Lebanon City School Boards of Education present here this morning. Mr. Michael Lane, President, Mr. Roy McCutcheon, Vice President, Mrs. Kim Cope, Member at Large, Mrs. Jennifer Dalton, Member at Large, and Mrs. Esther Bantle Larson, Member at Large. Next, from our central office, I would like to introduce Mr. Isaac Sievers, Superintendent of Lebanon City Schools, Mrs. Karen Irvin, Treasurer of Lebanon City Schools, Mr. Scott Butler, Business Manager. From Lebanon High School, Mr. Robert Reynolds, Principal, Mrs. Heidi Calvert, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Maggie Holtkamp, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Casey Wood, Assistant Principal. And finally, from Warren County Career Center, Assistant Director Kendra Murphy, and from the class of 1995, Dr. David Buchanan.
Today is the completion of a journey that began 13 years ago. We celebrate this achievement, but should never forget that no one makes the journey alone. Each of these students is here today because of the love and the support of his or her family. So, at this time, I ask the parents, the grandparents, and the guardians of our seniors please stand and be recognized. Thank you, and be seated. One of the greatest assets of Lebanon City Schools is the alumni who make their homes and raise their families here for the sole purpose of sending their children to our schools. I would like to welcome and recognize all the LHS alumni who are present today, including members of our own faculty and staff, by asking them to stand at this time. Once a warrior, always a warrior. Thank you, and be seated.
Later this month, over Memorial Day weekend, we will pause to remember the sacrifices of those men and women who gave their lives so we can enjoy the freedom to celebrate with family and friends today. I would like to honor all of those here this morning who have enlisted in, are currently serving in, or who are veterans of any branch of the United States military. If those guests would please stand so that we can show our gratitude. Thank you for your service. The heart and soul of any great school are its teachers. At this time, I wish to recognize the faculty and staff of Lebanon High School and Warren County Career Center. Please join me in thanking them for their dedication, efforts, and for their high standards as they challenged and encouraged our students to be their best during their high school years. Please stand and be recognized by all gathered here this morning. Thank you, teachers. Words are sacred. If you get the right ones in the right order, you can nudge the world a little. Tom Stoppard. Over the last 13 years, we have shared many words together, some being impactful, and others just living in our mind rent-free. Be ready, respectful, responsible, and safe. Quiet coyote. I can't tell you how many times I heard the phrase, mask up, back up, and wash your hands. There's once a warrior, always a warrior. Beat Burrow. And I know we'll never forget L's up. But there is one set of words that have stood out to me above the rest. Most mornings, we started our day with the quote, "Make it a great day, or not, the choice is yours." It's a sequence of words that become as true as ever on a day like today. It is a day of celebration for all that we have accomplished, and enthusiasm for the possibility of what is to come. Whether you are feeling excitement, fear, worry, nostalgia, happiness, or anything in between, I encourage you to let it wait until tomorrow and choose today to feel proud. Roy T. Bennett is a distinguished author that strives to help readers live a successful life filled with purpose. He says no amount of regretting can change the past, and no amount of worrying can change the future. So, the best thing to do now is relish in all of the joys of today. It has been a long journey filled with countless memories and moments, ones that we had to trial through, whether they be known or not, others that filled our hearts, but many we have encountered together. At Bowman, we sang the songs. At Bowman Primary School. At lunch, we prayed we would win the Disney sweepstakes on the back of our Danimals, and then probably dance to Gangnam Style. It was a time when all that mattered was the amount of money our parents were giving us for the Scholastic Book Fair that was surely only spent on books and not posters or stickers or erasers. At Donovan, the year we finally got ice cream at lunch, we all bought Ned's yo-yos, did the pumpkin drop, participated in Rocks of Oxen, and heard that song Happy by Pharrell Williams way too many times. At Barry, we made it through field day with no air conditioning, and now we try not to remember some of our Barry Idol performances. At the junior high, we journeyed through DC and had redo day, and at the high school, we did it all. We realized it's nothing like High School Musical. We took the ACT, we cheered on our teams, we inhaled an absurd amount of baby powder at high school football games. We raised tens of thousands for multiple different charities, and most importantly, we learned more about ourselves. I remind you of these things not to feel sad, but to be grateful for the time we were able to spend together. As we begin this next step in our adventure through life, we're called to make an impact and lead a life of success, an expectation that looks different for each and every one of us. As I look out to the crowd, I see an incredible group of humans who offer unique and magnificent talents to our world, and I'm so excited to see where they take us. Oprah Winfrey says, "There is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It is why you were born and how you truly become most alive." It is our time now to choose to answer our calling, to find out who we were meant to be, and choose to show it to the world. Mark Twain said, "The two most important days of your life are the day that you're born and the day that you find out why." We might be chasing that why for the rest of our lives, but by always chasing our passions and doing our best, we can get that much closer. Our entire life leading up to this point has been primarily dictated by the choices of others. Whether that be parents, teachers, or college board, it is now time for us to choose for ourselves. It can be easy to let life pass you by, but we must choose to not only make it a great day, but a great life, and that choice starts here. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. That was amazing. Charlie is the greatest, so you can give her another round of applause. Friends, it really is an honor to be able to stand up here and to be able to speak before you and share something that is very important to my heart. And as I was thinking and preparing about what to speak on today, many great memories, many great stories, many topics came to my mind, but one stood above the rest, and that is what I want to focus on today. Now, my brother, who is a fellow Lebanon High School grad, was asked the other day, what is the greatest need of our generation? And quickly he responded, it's hope. And I think that people can say that because they can look at us and say, this is a generation that has gone through trials, that has needed to endure through many things. Even the statistics say that we can look pretty hopeless. But class of 2023, I want to encourage you today of the hope that we can set our minds on as we take this next transition in life. Now first, we have the hope because of the relationships that we have built. To start, class, I want you guys to take a look in the stands around you. Take a look. You guys got it. This is family. This is grandparents. This is parents. These are siblings. These are mentors, people who have poured into you, people who have loved you and done all this so that they can watch you be sitting where you are sitting here today. Now that alone should give you hope, that we have these people in our corners loving us and supporting us as we go through our next transition in life. So family, we say thank you. Next, I want you guys to take a look to your right and to your left. These are the people that you have literally spent almost your entire life with. We have gone through ups and downs together. We cheered as our team won some football games. We cried as we got shot in the Nerf war. Some of us cared a little too much about that, I think. But there's a beauty in the relationships that we have built here. And I can say firmly that this is the most important thing that we can take out of high school. It's the relationships that we have built. It's not the grades that we got or the positions that we held, but the relationships. And I can say too that not only in high school, but in life, these are the most important things that we can strive for. Because through relationships, we have the ability to impact and to change others. So guys, I want you guys to recognize that as humans, we are relational beings. And this is what we can set our hope on. We can set our hope on the fact that we have these people, we have these relationships that we have built around us that are able to help push us forward as we go into our transition and our next stage of life. And now second, we have the hope because of the trials that we have endured. We made it through the trial of COVID, and we grew. We're living through the trial of political uncertainty and economic unrest, and we're growing. We even made it through the devious licks trial. Now that one was pretty bad, I think we can all agree, but we grew. And now we know not to take the doors off the bathroom stalls or to steal the soap dispensers in the middle of a pandemic. But in the Bible, there's a verse that says, "We rejoice through our trials because we know that suffering produces endurance. Endurance produces character, and character produces hope." And so friends, today, we have a hope from the character that is built through our trials. Now, I can tell you that there's going to be some crazy things thrown at us in life. We haven't experienced it all. But we now have a character that has been built from endurance that produces hope in our life, and that is what we can stand on. And now, finally, there's one more hope. And friends, this is a hope that is deeper, that is more true than anything else in this world. And this is a hope that we can have because of a faith in God. If some of you have gone through this life feeling hopeless, feeling purposeless, feeling lost, there is something that prevails over all else. And this is the hope that Jesus died on a cross in love for each one of you. He loved you so much, and then he rose again in victory. And friends, I can firmly tell you this with confidence, that this is the single greatest thing that you can do in life, to have a relationship with Jesus and to love him. That's the greatest thing. I've seen that in my life. I know many of you in this crowd, in these chairs, could agree that this is the single most important and greatest thing in this world. You see, through a relationship with Jesus, there is hope offered to us. There is joy. There's an abundance of joy. There's peace that covers all anxiety, and there's purpose. And yet, guys, it is not only for this life that we can have these amazing things, yet it is for eternity. There is a hope that is beyond this life. There is a hope that this life isn't it, but there's something that we are living for that is more and that is greater. So friends, if you have been striving, if you have been looking for things to bring you satisfaction, to bring you fulfillment, and you haven't found it yet, something that actually lasts, that is because I want to tell you today, the only true thing that brings true fulfillment and satisfaction is a relationship with Jesus, to know him as Lord. There's a quote from C.S. Lewis that says this: "If I look in myself and I find desires that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most possible explanation is that I am made for something greater than this world." And friends, I want to tell you that you are. You're made to one day know your Creator and your Savior, and to walk alongside of him, not in a rule book, but in a relationship. Now, to conclude, often when a big transition in life happens, people go through all kinds of emotions. Some of you might be feeling fear right now. Some of you are probably excited, and yet some of you are probably feeling the most uncertainty that you've ever felt in your life. But whatever you are going through, I want to encourage you that we can be a generation that lives in hope. Class of 2023, live in hope. Thank you. Now at this time, I would like to welcome our salutatorian, Derek Daly. Derek is the son of Brian and Mickey Daly. This fall, he will begin basic training and tech school as a member of the Air Force. He then plans to attend the University of Cincinnati in 2024, where he will be studying electrical engineering. Please welcome our salutatorian, Derek Daly.
Hello, Lebanon. Welcome, fellow graduates, faculty, guests, and family members. It's my honor to stand in front of you today as Lebanon's Class of 2023 salutatorian. I'd like to begin, first and foremost, by congratulating my fellow graduates on this amazing achievement. It is a lifetime milestone. Today marks the end of a journey we've been working on most of our lives, but also the beginning of a new journey, a new chapter. Today begins a unique life for all of us. As we move forward in this new chapter, we can look back and be proud on what we've accomplished. It's been a lot of work, hours studying, researching, writing, presenting, and we even had our perfect attendance, exam exemptions taken away from us. I know that sucked. All leading to this moment and getting our diplomas. We've learned life lessons, grown, matured into more capable people, now ready to get out there and experience our own life as adults. As we get ready to move into this next phase of our lives, we have to keep in mind that we are not alone. We have each other, our families, our friends, and our teachers here to still support us. We're also not leaving empty-handed. All the work we have put in on this road to get us to where we are today was not for nothing. We have gained skills and knowledge that will help us navigate through life's challenges. These tools we've gained wouldn't be with us if not for our teachers and faculty who have been with us and pushed us every step of the way. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the staff here who have gotten us to this point. One more round of applause. Thank you. I'd like to especially thank those teachers and staff who went beyond the job description and truly became mentors, creating an immense impact on us students. They'll be remembered for years to come. We are forever grateful for the impact that you have had in our lives. To my fellow graduates, I highly encourage you to attack life's opportunities that lie ahead of you with determination and grit. We're up next in the workforce and have the power to make a difference in this world. Use that power for good. Do not let it slide by. Enjoy and celebrate this achievement, but do not become satisfied. Keep pushing, keep succeeding. What you want in life is out there waiting for you. You have to grab it. It does not come without work. Just how we've all worked to be right here, right now. Finally, once again, congratulations, Class of 2023. You made it. Thank you for all of your hard work and effort. Everyone here has amazing potential to do something amazing out in the world. Make it happen. Make it happen not just for you, but for everyone who pushed you and got you to this point. Let's get out there and do something great.
It is now my privilege to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. David Buchanan. Dr. Buchanan is a graduate of Lebanon High School class of 1995. While attending LHS, he was a member of the National Honor Society and was a three-sport varsity athlete in football, baseball, and basketball. Upon graduation, he attended Allegheny College in Meadville, Pennsylvania, where he was a double major in neuroscience and psychology. While in college, he was a 4-year letter winner in football. Upon his college graduation in 1999, he attended medical school at the Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine. After graduating in 2004, he did his internal medicine residency at the Western Pennsylvania Hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and earned a cardiology fellowship at the Deborah Heart and Lung Center in Browns Mills, New Jersey in 2010. He currently works as a cardiologist at the Allegheny Health Network Wexford Hospital, north of Pittsburgh, where he is the director of non-invasive cardiology and the director of cardiac rehab. He is also married with 2 kids. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our graduation guest speaker, Dr. David Buchanan.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the nice introduction. What amazing first 3 speeches. I hope I can follow suit. But it's truly an honor to be here. So, graduates, loved ones, and distinguished faculty members, it's truly an honor to be here today, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity on such a monumental occasion. To the graduates, I'm glad to call you fellow alumni here at Lebanon. My family has a long legacy here at Lebanon. My grandfather was actually the president of the school board in the mid-1960s. My father, my brother, several aunts, uncles, cousins were also graduates of Lebanon. So the maroon and white here at Lebanon, it holds pretty deep to here at our family. So it is quite an honor to be here. It's amazing how Lebanon High School has grown over the years. You've advanced in class sizes, technology. You're now in a new, larger high school building. When I look at my old building, there's not much left. My high school graduation was on the Lebanon football field. We had a nice day, and obviously look at us here at UD Arena. With all my training and schooling over the years, I've actually considered myself still pretty young. I've actually seen some of my former classmates here whose children are graduating today, so thank you for the reality check. I kind of feel a bit old now, but appreciate that. So several weeks ago, I had the opportunity to talk to Jackson and kind of get a sense of what your class has been through, what challenges, but also successes. And I have to say, it was a nice conversation. We had lots of things to talk about, and he told me some pretty impressive things about your class. Some things that he mentioned: trailblazers, leaders willing to make a change, rewriting your own story, a sense of unity. That were some of the things he brought up, and it was already very impressive. When I think back of our class, and for some reason we chose the song Loser by Beck as our class graduation theme song, I'm not sure, but we had a really good class as well. We had a lot of successful people come out of it, so I could appreciate some of your accomplishments that you've been through thus far. But as time has gone on, your generation has had challenges, but also opportunities that are very much different from my class. It's described that your generation is the most connected generation. You've been connected to media outlets, social networks your entire life. Even Google's been around longer than you've been alive, but you've had access to all kinds of up-to-date information. You have the ability to see platforms on any topic that you'd like. You have the ability to be exposed to and subjected to times of political unrest, social and environmental concerns, and global conflicts. You also have access to every song ever recorded, and you can stream almost every movie ever made. You can have social platforms and make millions of dollars being an influencer on YouTube. You can ask Alexa almost any question and get an answer. But research has also shown that your generation is the loneliest. So how can that be? I mean, you guys have access to hundreds and thousands of people through technology to be connected. But the truth is, the connection has also allowed sometimes for you to be overstimulated and distracted. The distraction can lead to a lack of focus on what everyone really needs, and that's personal relationships, where people interact, discuss, and learn. You can't get that from an electronic follower. Early in your high school years, the COVID-19 pandemic forced us all to change the way we live. It had taught you to be 6 feet away. Don't shake hands. Don't hug. Wear a mask and go to class virtually. This was a time when meeting friends, going to parties, school events should be part of your high school years. Throughout history, there's been monumental events and at times tragedies that have brought people together. Natural disasters, war, tragic events have typically unified people. For my generation, it was 9/11, and I was in my first year of medical school at the time. During much of your high school years and adult life to this point, at times you've been forced to isolate, separate. But as a cardiologist, my stethoscope is critical to my job. Despite all the amazing technology that we have, it's still what I use to connect to my patient's heart. My ears have been trained to listen to heart sounds, clicks, rubs, murmurs, and thrills. I can diagnose heart rhythms and other heart conditions. All of this has led me to the ability to treat heart disease and potentially save lives. But when the pandemic hit, I had to adapt to a new way to practice medicine. Armed with my N100 mask and face shield, we were made to believe that this was the new norm. I was thrust into a world of virtual medicine and video visits. There I was, standing in front of a pixelated screen. On the other end, a patient holding a smartphone, maybe the first time they've ever used FaceTime, and trying to angle it just so I see the top of their head and their ceiling fan. So one could imagine how this impacted my ability to listen to someone's heart. I couldn't interact with my patients, treat heart disease the way I was trained. I lost that connection. So how could I adapt? What strategies could I use? Well, I listened to the person and asked more questions. Was a symptom different? Was there a clue in their history or what they were telling me through telemedicine that would clue me into a heart problem? It was challenging, but fortunately, I was still able to get a good sense of a patient's concerns, symptoms, or need for treatments. But as we returned to the office and hospital visits, it made me appreciate the ability to interact, shake someone's hand, and use my stethoscope, and once again, listen to someone's heart. As you're now graduating from Lebanon High School, you'll have many opportunities to connect with people, but it's up to you on how to interact. Take these opportunities to build personal relationships, whether it's with new classmates, coworkers, bosses, teachers, or most importantly, your family. I challenge you to go to class. Avoid the virtual classroom. Go to a meeting in person. Avoid the Zoom meeting. Pay less attention to the likes and the followers that you might have, and don't be influenced by the influencers. Cherish the time you spend with people face-to-face instead of FaceTime. Interact, have a discussion, learn to communicate with others. Form your own opinion, but learn from another's point of view, and learn to respectfully disagree. Try not to be offended, but be mindful not to offend. And develop thick skin. I can tell you, you're going to need it. Be kind to people and be generous. Continue to be trailblazers and continue to rewrite your own story, as Jackson told me weeks ago. And finally, I leave you with this. Don't worry if you don't have a stethoscope. You can still listen to someone's heart and always, always follow your own. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Now, I know I can't look at you, but Dr. Buchanan, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming to share with us. That was awesome. Now, at this time, I would like for you to direct your attention to the area behind the graduates for a musical presentation by the LHS Band under the direction of Mr. Andrew Sersham. They will be performing The Ecstasy of Gold by Ennio Morricone, arranged by Lorenzo Bocci.
Oh, I'm right here. Step on my feet. Where's my, Go ahead, Lily. You're right there. One time.
Thank you, Mr. Sershin and band members. I truly don't know how you guys do that, and that was wonderful. 4 years ago, the class of 2023 came together for the first time at Freshman Focus. Little did we know that the next 4 years would feature a global pandemic, school closures, vaccines, quarantines, just to name a few. However, through it all, the following students persevered, and whenever Lebanon High School was open and in session, they were here on time every day. Please join me in congratulating our 4-year perfect attendee honoree, Kaylee Madison Fear. And now, we have a few remarks from our principal, Mr. Bob Reynolds.
Members of the class of 2023, unlike other occasions this morning, I'm going to be brief. I just have 3 things to share with you. The first is the shortest and yet most important, and that is congratulations and thank you. Congratulations. This is your day, your hour, your moment. Congratulations to those who excelled in the classroom. Congratulations to those who got involved and became part of a club, activity, team, or organization. Congratulations to those who committed themselves to career and technical education. And to those of you who lived in Mrs. Upper's room for the last few weeks, finishing up your credits, and you know who you are, congratulations. I am most proud of you, because you know how long this road has been and how often impossible this day has seemed. And yet here you are, ready to walk across this stage and graduate. So, to one and all, congratulations and well done. And thank you for the honor of being your principal. It is not easy to come to a new school and become its leader. But from the first day, you made me feel welcome and allowed me to be a part of your class and our school. And what I know about what it means to be a warrior, I learned from you. And I will be grateful for that for the rest of my life. Secondly, I want to remind you of a challenge that you were given on your first day of your freshman year. At 8 a.m., August 19th, 2019, you walked into the gym for the first time as freshmen for Freshman Focus. At the end of that day, you were given a challenge. You were asked to become involved with our school, to become leaders, and most importantly, to make a difference. So this morning, on your last day as seniors, we're going to see how well you listened to that challenge. Parents, friends, family gathered here, let's see how well they did. Members of the class of 2023, during the last 4 years, if you participated in a sport, be it on the freshman, JV, or varsity level, please stand up. Thank you. Be seated. Members of the class of 2023, during the last 4 years, if you joined a club, participated in an activity, performed on stage, sang, or played an instrument for our school, please stand up. Thank you. Be seated. If you followed your passions and took yourself seriously and completed a 2-year WCCC program off campus, please stand up. If you received an academic award or scholarship for your grades, conduct, or attendance, please stand up. And finally, if you supported your school and your classmates by attending a game, concert, play, or dance, please stand up. Parents and friends, how do you think they did? Lastly, it is a tradition that I bring with me that at commencement, the principal leaves the graduating class with a challenge. For those of you that don't know me, before I came to Lebanon, I was an administrator at some schools that were, we'll just say, less well-behaved than ours. So when a group of students was going to leave campus on a field trip at these places, I would always make it a point to speak with them, kind of set the tone. Before they got on the bus, I would gather them in the lobby. I would get their attention, look them in the eye, and say something like this. All right, listen up. In a few moments, you will leave this place. And when you do so, and for the next few hours, you are ambassadors for this school. People that do not know us or our school will learn about us based on how you walk, talk, act, and handle yourselves. It is my expectation that you do so in a manner that brings honor to yourselves, your families, this community, and our school. Am I being clear? 25 years I've done this, I've never had any disciplinary issues with students on field trips. Class of 2023, my challenge to you this morning is this. In a few minutes, you will come up here. You'll walk across this stage and graduate. And when you leave this place, and for the rest of your lives, you are ambassadors for Lebanon High School. The people that you meet in college, in the military, in the workplace, in towns and cities far from here who do not know us or our school will know us by how you walk, talk, act, and live your lives. It is my deep conviction that you will do so in a manner that brings honor to yourselves, your families, this community, and our school. And looking at you here this morning, I know that you will. Members of the class of 2023, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Lebanon High School, thank you for 4 wonderful years. Good luck, God bless you, and onward, Lebanon.
The valedictorian for the class of 2023 is Tristan Lopez. Tristan is the son of Antonio and Linda Lopez. He is graduating with the weighted GPA of 4.66 and is planning on attending the University of Cincinnati and plans to major in aerospace engineering. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Tristan Lopez.
Good morning, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty members, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand before you today as a valedictorian of the class of 2023. We are gathered here to celebrate our achievements and mark the end of a significant chapter in our lives. As we move forward, I want to take a moment to reflect on our journey so far and share some thoughts with you. Looking back on our high school years, I realize we have come a long way. We have faced numerous challenges and obstacles, but we have persevered and succeeded. Whether it was a pandemic ending our freshman year, acing a difficult exam, or overcoming a personal struggle, we have all accomplished something that we can be proud of. But our achievements could not have happened without the help of others. We owe a debt of gratitude to the teachers, counselors, and staff members who have dedicated themselves to our education and our growth. They have encouraged us, challenged us, and supported us in every way possible. They have believed in us even when we have not believed in ourselves. And of course, we could not have made it to this point without the love and support of our families and friends. Their sacrifices and unwavering support have been crucial to our success. They have been our fans, confidence, and shoulders to cry on. So let's give them one last round of applause for all that they have done for us. Now, as we prepare to move on to the next chapter of our lives, I want to remind us all of the importance of dreaming big. It is easy to get caught up into the day-to-day routine of life and forget about our aspirations. But we must never lose sight of our goals and dreams, for they are the fuel that drives us forward. Of course, chasing our dreams is not easy. We will face obstacles and setbacks, and we will fail at times. But it is important to remember that failure is not the end. It is merely a stepping stone on the path to success. If we can learn from our failures and keep pushing forward, we will eventually reach our destination. Along the way, let's remember to be kind to ourselves and to others. High school can be a time of intense pressure and competition, but as we move into the wider world, let's embrace a spirit of collaboration and empathy. We all have unique talents and perspectives, and by working together, we can achieve incredible things. Lastly, I want to express my gratitude to my fellow graduates for making my high school experience unforgettable. I am proud of each and every one of us for what we have accomplished, and I have no doubt that we will continue to achieve great things in our futures. As we part ways, let's cherish the memories we have made and look forward to the adventures that lie ahead. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
At this time, I would like to invite the senior members of the LHS choir program to make their way to the stage. Under the direction of Mr. Joe Beal and accompanied by Sarah Davis, the choir will sing Bridge Over Troubled Waters by Paul Simon, arranged by Clyde Scheckler.
Now at this time, please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. Isaac Sievers.
I will attempt to make this brief because you know I'm the last thing standing between you and your children getting a diploma. I recognize that every year, and so I want to make sure that I honor that today. One of my favorite jobs, last week I was in a third grade classroom, and they asked me, what does a superintendent do? And it's hard to list out all the things that I do. But one of my favorite jobs is to spend time. And I told them the thing that brings me the most joy is to spend time with kids. And I look out across the floor today and I see familiar faces. Familiar faces that I have enjoyed watching compete or perform or serve or be involved in classrooms and present and lead. I don't know about you, but I just closed my eyes during the song and thought about the opportunities. I've had the opportunity to see these kids perform and to see the joy that they bring to all of our faces. And spending time with kids is one of those great opportunities. The other thing that I get to do in my position is I get to talk about what Lebanon schools are about and what makes us special. And if you see our logo every day, like you do in my office or on the front of the podium this evening, you see something that says building community. And people often ask, what does that look like? It looks like you. It looks like people showing up from the girls' softball or soccer team to support their teammates competing in other events, wearing ridiculous costumes, by the way. I can't get past it. You're in the front row. Blow up unicorns. It looks like high school athletes that go to youth practices and junior high events and serve and encourage and support kids. Community looks like students that realize for the first time in high school that our community has a homeless shelter and a food bank. And they realize that kids for the first time maybe don't have what they have. And so they choose to build community by serving and remodeling rooms to an old hotel. I'll never forget the conversation I had with one of you graduates when you talked about the fact that being in your service learning class was an accident. You thought you signed up for something else. Evan, I think it made a difference in your life because you got to see that our community needs people that are going to be active and engaged. You don't get community by being passive. You get community by being engaged and involved. Building community takes work. Building community takes sacrifice. It takes service. We've spent a lot of time over the last year trying to define what it looks like when we know we've built community. And we've rewritten the 3 R's of education at Lebanon City Schools to say, community, we build community by being reflective. This isn't the same as like looking back in a mirror or looking back on an event. By being reflective is understanding ahead of time, why am I here and what is my purpose? And understanding that we have the ability to lift up or tear down with the words that we have or the actions that we do. So what is my purpose? One of the things I've been really drawn to over the last several years in my own personal life is this mantra that I'm here on purpose and for a purpose. I hope that as you leave Lebanon High School and Lebanon City Schools that you develop and you find your purpose and you live into it and you ask yourself before you make those decisions in life, what am I here for and what am I doing with these opportunities? Reflective learners and reflective leaders know that they're there on purpose. The second thing that comes into mind when we talk about building community is respectfulness. We are different, and that is beautiful. We are different, and that makes us special. We can't build community unless we see the people in our community and what they have to offer and what they bring to the table. We can't build community unless we're respectful of each other and we treat each other the way we want to be treated. I encourage you, as you leave Lebanon City Schools, to be respectful, to take something away from this opportunity that you've learned. And the last thing is responsible. Just like Mr. I remember his name, but I'm pausing for a moment. My mom used to say when I left the house earlier, she used to tell me when I leave the house, remember whose you are. And it was two things. I represented my family, and I represented the people as I went on that way. I hope that as you leave today, that as you leave this school and this responsibility in this community, that you remember who you are. That once a warrior, always a warrior is important. Right? That warriors stick together. That warriors serve their community. That warriors have a responsibility to leave things better than they found it. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to lead you. I'm thankful for the opportunity to get to know you over the last 2 years. And I look forward to seeing you in the future because you've built something great here. I look forward to hearing the stories about how you've built community as you go. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Congratulations, class of 2023, and onward, Lebanon. It's now time for the real show.
At this time, I would like to have the president of the Lebanon City Schools Board of Education, Mr. Michael Lane, please join me at the podium. Mr. Lane, I am proud to present to you the Lebanon High School class of 2023. I certify that they have met all the graduation requirements of the state of Ohio, the Department of Education, and the Lebanon Board of Education. I present to you, for the awarding of diplomas, the Lebanon High School class of 2023.
Thank you. On behalf of the entire Board of Education of the Lebanon City School District, Warren County, Ohio, I accept these candidates for graduation in the class of 2023. Diplomas signifying completion of all state and local requirements may be presented at this time. Thank you.
Graduation from high school is a milestone in the life of a student and their family. As we move to the awarding of diplomas, we ask that you respect the dignity of the occasion. Once the diplomas are conferred, we ask everyone in the audience to remain seated until all of our graduates have recessed out the aisles. Your graduate will be able to join you outside for pictures after returning their gowns to graduate services outside on the south end of the building. Again, it is imperative that we keep the aisles clear until all the graduates exit the arena at the same time to receive their diplomas. Mrs. Zanola and Mrs. Martin will now begin reading the names of our class officers. Thank you.
Charlie Ann Harker, summa cum laude. Jackson David Newman, summa cum laude. McKinley Marianne Bowers, summa cum laude. Kelsey Rose Buchert, summa cum laude. Paige Catherine Carter, summa cum laude.
Jessica Ann Dilhoff, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Fisher, summa cum laude. Jacob Donovan Flagg, summa cum laude. Grace Margaret Glassmeyer, summa cum laude. Slade Albert Kyle, summa cum laude. Dawson Kyler Ponke.
Selena Marie Aguirre. Jimena Aguirre Delgado. Gideon Armando Albright, magna cum laude. Madison Taylor Elshire. Haley Rachel Alessandro, magna cum laude. Alana Hazel Allison. Madison Elizabeth Alt, summa cum laude. Catherine Elaine Anderson, summa cum laude. Allie Marie Andrade, summa cum laude. Madeline Wyrick Andrews, cum laude. Andrew David Barnes, cum laude. Kylie Madison Barnheiser, cum laude. Austin Douglas Barton. Skylar Corinne Bashada. Kyle Bradley Bean, summa cum laude. Sorry. Colin Paul Bednaz, summa cum laude. Gavin Charles Bednaz, cum laude. Landon Scott Bedwell, magna cum laude. Joel Philip Berry, summa cum laude. Carlos Alberto Betancourt. Emma Lee McKinley Bishop, magna cum laude. William Nolan Bittman, magna cum laude. Ashton Michael Bond, magna cum laude. Oh, you okay? Okay. Aiden Christian Bolton.
Margaret Catherine Bondurant. Madeline Grace Bosdell, summa cum laude. Spencer Thomas Bowen. Tyler Alexander Bowman. Olivia Lynn Boyce. Grace Elizabeth Boyer, summa cum laude. Brianne Rebecca Brady. Madeline Nicole Brake, summa cum laude. Logan Christopher Briggs. Jack Riley Brooks, cum laude. Jaden Michael Brooks. John William Brunetto. Taylor Lee Bussell. Esmeralda Cabrera, cum laude. Jennifer Cabrera. Ryan Patrick Kane. Brady James Cameron, magna cum laude. Caden Cordell Campbell. Ronald Campbell V. Kennedy Elizabeth Cantrell, cum laude. Selena Mariana Carriaga Lopez. Thomas James Carroll, summa cum laude. Jackson Craig Castle. Clyde Wyatt Caudell, cum laude. Ethan Daniel Caudell. Jack Andrew Cecil, magna cum laude. Alexander Thomas Cervantes, Jr. Rowan Anastasia Clark, summa cum laude. Eleanor K. Clossy. Riley Jacob Coates, cum laude. Sebastian Alejandro Colasso Colon. Avery Zella Cook, magna cum laude. Logan Anthony Coward, magna cum laude. Kian Joseph Cummins, summa cum laude. Deborah Madison Cunningham. Derek Robert Daly, summa cum laude. Jonathan Seth Davis. Shiloh Gabrielle Davis.
Paul Michael Deary, summa cum laude. Justin Robert Deering. Megan Elizabeth Dieter, cum laude. Gregorio De La Rosa III. Maya Jean Dement. Tyler James Depois. Avery Jaden DePerna, summa cum laude. Brett Avery Dixon, magna cum laude. Vivian Rain Doak. Isabella Jolie Dorf-Mueller, magna cum laude. Elijah Logan Doster. Elise Marie Dugan. Jesse William Joseph Dunlap, magna cum laude. Walter Elias Eby. Charles Robert Edling. Charity Caitlin Egan, cum laude. Ian Blake Elcook. Zachary Michael Ellison, cum laude. Liliana Rain Emerson, magna cum laude. Gage Kenneth Ingalls, summa cum laude. Sydney Elizabeth Everett, magna cum laude. Braden Chad Everett, cum laude. Jeremiah Wade Farley. Kaylee Madison Clara Mackenzie Fear, cum laude. Tyler James Feltner, cum laude. Haley Grace Fields, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ryan Fink, summa cum laude. Alexis Morgan Fornshell, summa cum laude. Olivia Blythe Floss. Giselle Ann Fox, magna cum laude. Lucas Roy Fugit. Andrea Gabriel V, summa cum laude. Sophie Ann Gallagher. Susie Marie Gallagher. Gavin McKee Gamo, summa cum laude. Riley Rebecca Gannon. Claire Avery Gerald. Abigail Heidi Germain. Sadie Bella Gibson. Aaliyah Marie Gillum, summa cum laude. Riley Joshua Givens, summa cum laude.
Isabella Josephine Gliotti, magna cum laude. Ruben Gomez. Bridget Nicole Gordon. Jack Theodore Gordon, summa cum laude.
Kenneth Ray Gross Jr. Thomas Jean Grozen. Elesia Jade Guerra. Flint Savas Guerra, summa cum laude. Kayla Nicole Gunderson. Michelle Marie Gunderson. Grace Elizabeth Hacker, summa cum laude. Bradley Blair Hackman. Allison Nicole Hall. Devontae Jalen Harris. Harley Nicole Harris. Adam Jeffrey Hart. Colton Scott Hartman, cum laude. Bryce Allen Heck. Andrew Marinus Heckert. Landon Richards Hensel, magna cum laude. Carmelita Ray Hernandez. Santana Alejandra Hernandez.
Alondra Guadalupe Hernandez Vasquez. Alexandra Jordan Herman, summa cum laude. Logan Michael Hersman. Chloe Elizabeth Hessling, magna cum laude. Tristan James Heiser. Randy Lee Hill. Ian Thomas Hinkle, summa cum laude. Julianne Faith Hollinsworth, cum laude. Deegan James Howard. Drew Christian Howe. Ian Thomas Howland, cum laude. Braden Gage Hubbard. Laura Faith Hubbard. I'm sorry, Julia Faith Hubbard. Julia Faith Hubbard. Justin Thomas Huber. Laura Faith Huff. Jolie Niride Huon, summa cum laude. Donald Jean Hutchinson. Joshua Allen Hutchinson. Jeremy Wayne Jameson II. Daniel Nathan Jeffords Jr. Emma Louise Jensen. Anna Lillian Johnson, summa cum laude.
Great race last night. Good job.
Bryce Devin Johnson. Caitlin Marie Johnson. Marquez Franklin Johnson. Jasmine Taylor Jones. Nathan Schuyler Jones, summa cum laude.
Look at the smile there, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Avery Elizabeth Kankowski, cum laude. Frederick Braden Kay. Madison Taylor Kiefer. Jarek Ashton Kelly. Gabriel William Kelsey. Nathan Patrick Kennedy, summa cum laude. Connor Allen Kennedy Jones. Joshua Kyle Kennev, summa cum laude. Cale Joseph Kessler, summa cum laude. Lucy Peak Kilbane. Mona Catherine Kinman, magna cum laude. Maxwell Michael Kinsey, summa cum laude. Juliana Louise Kirks McFadden, cum laude. Morgan Hope Jorvestad, cum laude. Oliver Isaac Anderson Clems.
Sean Matthew Kober. Faith Emily Cook. Hadley Sloan Cook, summa cum laude. Franklin Alexander Kovacic. Evan William Lacey, cum laude. Jordan Dawn Lamb. Adam Joseph Lane, cum laude. Jaden Paige Langston, cum laude. James Joel Jacob Eugene Langston V. Zachary Hyun Lape. Bailey Alexandra Perez. Molly Catherine Larimore, cum laude. Clayton James Laswell. Gabriel Ryan Lawson. Tanner Michael Lawson. Lillian Noel Lay, summa cum laude. Danielle Josephine K. Legault. Shaylee Brielle Lemons. Emilion Devontae Liggins. Dawson Ray Lopez. Tristan Antonio Lopez, summa cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Lowe, summa cum laude. Isabella Rose Lowry.
Ian Christopher Lowry, summa cum laude. Megan Edna Lukey, magna cum laude. Cora Ann Ludwig, summa cum laude. Nathan Andrew Lynch. Sophia Elizabeth Mantell, cum laude. Erilyn Elizabeth Marsh, magna cum laude. Bailey Christine Marsh, summa cum laude. Caleb Thomas Martin. Lucille Renee Martin, summa cum laude. Christopher Javier Martinez. Amelia Elizabeth Mason, magna cum laude. Jalen Amy Mastrobono. Peyton Joshua Maynard. Joseph Braxton McCabe. Jack Lewis McCall III. Mason Raymond McCart, magna cum laude. Kelsey Marie McLeod, summa cum laude. Rachel Olivia McCool, summa cum laude. Maria Christine McCowan.
Congratulations. Fist bump from staff.
Joseph Todd Lee McKeever. Logan Anthony McNamara.
Congratulations.
Melena Lee McNamara, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Evelyn Mendoza, magna cum laude.
Congratulations.
Riley Page Mesher. Emma Catherine Meyer. Braden Michael Micus, cum laude. Emma Michelle Micus, summa cum laude. Abigail May Capus Miller, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Miller, cum laude. Nina Kate Miranda, magna cum laude. Jack Gregory Missman. Nevaeh Belle Nicole Monholland, summa cum laude. Braden Michael Moore. James Barrett Moore. Morgan Ray Ellen Moore, cum laude. Francisco Morales Hernandez. Connor Andrew Morgan, cum laude. Brantley Andrew Morrison, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Taylor Malarkey, magna cum laude. Brennan James Murphy.
Erin Kathleen Murphy. Lila Grace Murphy, summa cum laude. Annabella Susan Natras, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Negrete Villapinando. Mitchell Bradley Niebert, cum laude. Connor James Nelms. Pat.
You all right? Congratulations.
All right.
You might want this too. Hey, was that Connor?
Patrick John Newman. Lillian Bell Neiswanger, magna cum laude. Joshua Michael O'Connor. William Jeremy Michael O'Kelly. Alexandra Elizabeth Oliver, summa cum laude. Jameson Edward Opatkin. Abel Ortiz. Wells Christine Osborne, summa cum laude. Emma Grace Osborne, summa cum laude. Tanner David Ull. Victor Antonio Perez. Blake Michael Parton. Riddhi U. Patel. Jose Francisco Payne. Ethan Scott Pelletier, summa cum laude. Brisas Perez. Omar Joshua Perez. Megan Marie Petty.
Garrett Mark Payton. Lucas Gabriel Payton. Savannah Grace Phillips. Garrett Thomas Pittman. Arlene Elizabeth Planica, summa cum laude. Lydia May Planica, summa cum laude. Aiden Patrick Popple. Evan Daniel Pop, summa cum laude. Henry William Purcell. Jackson Scott Recall, cum laude. Alana Lanice Randall, cum laude. Alyssa Lauren Randell, cum laude. Kayla Lorraine Reagan, magna cum laude. Ava Josephine Repka, summa cum laude. Matthew Brian Reynolds, summa cum laude. Jamie Lynn Ritchie. Kayla Marie Rickert, cum laude.
Alaya Deanne Regal. Zoe Marie Rogers, cum laude. Kiera Nicole Rogers, magna cum laude. Sophia Marie Roars, summa cum laude.
Are you able to shake my hand with that arm?
Javier Enrique Rosa. Isabella Ashley Ross. Noah William Ross. Aiden Christopher Roten, magna cum laude. Peyton Benjamin Rothwell. Gavin Lindsay Rux. Emily Kate Rutherford, summa cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Ryan, magna cum laude. Samuel Robert Seiko. Amira Malay Sam. Anna Claire Saunders, cum laude. Mackenzie Claire Savage, summa cum laude. Ty Hayes Schaefer.
Shammy Faith Shaw. Cohen August Scheid. Henry David Shepker. Nicholas Boyd Shepline, summa cum laude. Liam Patrick Schramm, summa cum laude. Owen David Schuler, summa cum laude. Zoe Sophia Scott, summa cum laude. Andrew James Sellers, summa cum laude. Louis Jean-Pierre Serrano Medina. Jada Sky Superling, summa cum laude. Maya Rose Superling, cum laude. Caitlin Rose Shaw. Brady John Shedden. Bianca Bella Shepherd, magna cum laude. Adam Donald Sherrick. Carter Emerson Shinsky. Gabriel Ethan Shinsky. Riley Ann Schroeder, magna cum laude.
Ashley Nicole Simcoe, magna cum laude. Leslie Stamper Sims. Victoria Joanne Sines. Dakota James Skinner. Eliana Radley Smith. Alexander Thomas Smith, magna cum laude. Aubrey Ann Smith, summa cum laude. Benjamin Scott Smith, magna cum laude. Cassandra Starr Smith. Julia Lauren Smith, magna cum laude. Sydney Renee Smith, cum laude. Paul Ryan Henry Sparks. Raymond Philip Sparks. Michaela Lynn Louise Spidell, summa cum laude. John Christopher Van Spencer. Alyssa Jade Stanley, cum laude. Elizabeth Jean Stevens, summa cum laude. Jordan Maxwell Stewart. Glenn David Stidham, Jr.
Come on, Glenn. Congratulations. Nice job.
Lauren Misha Strouth, magna cum laude. Aaron Crosley Swift. Alexander Joseph Tamplin, magna cum laude. Kayla Nicole Tanner, summa cum laude. Hunter Graylin Scott Talby. Gabriella Marie Tavener. Emma Catherine Taylor, summa cum laude. Jackson Stephen Taylor, magna cum laude.
Hey, nice job last night, sir.
Trinity Elise Tharps, cum laude. Patton Noel Thayer. Abigail Marie Thomas. Bright Sumiko Thompson. Sophia Bethany Toller, summa cum laude. Sydney Suzanne Tompkins, magna cum laude. Jesus Antonio Trejo, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elaine Trimer, cum laude. Jaden Charles Upper. Dylan Thomas Van Eaton, cum laude.
Hannah Marie Vickers, magna cum laude. Reagan Marie Vunak. Noah Michael Wallace. Evan Carter Wilnow, magna cum laude. Amber Lynn Weimer, summa cum laude. Carson Matthew Wells, summa cum laude. Austin Lee West. Kaylee Brianne White, magna cum laude. Alyssa Taylor Williams. Nevaeh Marie Williams. Piper Ann Rosenow Williams. Jacob D. Wilson. Jenna Jo Wilson, cum laude. Micah Owen Wilson. Isaac Daniel Wright, cum laude. Matthew Bailey Yetter. Catherine Jane Young, cum laude. Katrina Ann Ewell, cum laude. Tyler Gregory Ziegler.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lebanon High School class of 2023.
Members of the class of 2023, please rise. And at this time, join me in the turning of our tassels from the right to the left to signify our transition from high school students to high school graduates. Graduates, turn your tassels.
Members of the class of 2023, as principal of Lebanon High School, I hereby declare the senior class as graduated. Class of 2023, you are dismissed.
Thank you.